Well, I guess there's a new documentary coming out about Magic. And I guess in the documentary, he said that Michael Jordan told him to retire after his 96 comeback from HIV.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very interesting time. I mean, you remember when that happened.
Yeah, I was just like getting into basketball.
Yeah.
I wasn't really a basketball fanatic yet. You know, it was just, you hear the stories, Magic, Jordan, never really. I became a Penny Hardaway. When Penny got drafted, that was when I'm like when come across TV and you're watching draft and they show those highlights and I'm like, because I think like Blue Chips just came out.
The movie, yeah.
Yeah, Blue Chips just came out and it was like Penny there and he's like Butch and Butch looks nice and then he gets the draft and I'm like, that's him. That's who I want to be.
Penny Hardaway.
I'm Penny Hardaway. I wore 25 because of it.
Yeah.
That was my high school number because
you wore foam posits?
Yeah.
If
because of Penny. No. I never. No.
You never wore foam posits?
No, not in no game. My Penny Hardaway collection never touched floor.
Okay.
It was all.
But I mean, in your personal life, you were wearing foam posits.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like back then,
one of the most iconic Nike shoes.
Back then, you could not. I wouldn't walk more than 10 steps with my shoes. With Penny's was like heaven. Like, it was heaven. Like I had my toothbrush. Like I was one of those. So like on a bench. Like I was on a bench, and I remember having the all whites on, those Penny all whites, and I just like you don't even have to
one little scuff and it's
don't
over.
sub me in. That's how. But yeah, I was 24 in high school my freshman year, and I changed to 25 because of Penny.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's pretty amazing what Magic Johnson has done, considering he's been HIV positive this whole time.
Yeah, I really want, it's because I was young. When I have time, I want to be able to sit down and just watch how everything unfolded. Because when you're a kid, you're not processing everything. It's 96. I'm a teen, so I'm not really. It's not my world. You know what I mean? I'm not a Laker fan at that time.
Yeah.
I didn't become a Laker fan until Kobe came. So it's one of those. Is I'm, my love started with Penny, then being a Laker fan when Kobe, a high school kid on the Lakers. Oh my God, I'm every high school kid. Kobe Bryant. What are you talking about? I don't care about anybody else.
Right. He was 18.
Like we were kind of like Eddie Jones. Like Eddie Jones is, but it's like get Eddie off the bench. Put Eddie. Eddie's average. Eddie's an all-star. We're like get Eddie off the. We want Kobe. And that was that time. So going back and I'm glad they're like releasing these just so at least my era can like watch and see who these guys were because we don't. We really don't remember their basketball game. Like I know Magic, Magic Johnson weekend.
The no-look pass,
Not really, because, that's the 80s.
It's the 80s, yeah.
It's the 80s game.
Right,
like,
yeah, I feel you.
So it's like, I'm watching the tail end of, so
you didn't get to experience it real time and really
I gotta see like the real Magic.
Right.
The real one, the one everyone fell in love with, the Magic versus Bird. Like I want to be able to relive that. That's why I think like those games and it should be, they should be recycled so we can really see who's who, what's what.
Let's switch gears for a second. Blac Chyna recently lost her $100 million lawsuit against the Kardashians. As someone who has a long history of winning lawsuits against women, what did you think of that?
One, you're going against one of the most powerful families.
Who were all united in this case. Like, they all took the stand. They all knew what to say. No one was like, I ain't snitching, I ain't taking. No, everyone took the stand.
It was a defamation?
It was a Well, it was defamation in the sense that she insisted that there was supposed to be a second season of, Rob and Chyna, and she felt that the Kardashians stopped it and messed up her money.
Okay. Don't they, if they don't want their son to be in part 2, you can't sue.
That's what came out in the lawsuit, that essentially E said that they didn't want to a show with just Blac Chyna because she was just too toxic by herself.
Yeah.
And since Rob did not want to do a part 2, there's really not
like that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a waste of money. Like you were better off just asking for $2 million.
give me $2 million.
$100 million makes them fight. And then they're gonna fight because they have the backing to do it, which just drains your pocket. You better asking for $2 million, $1 million. Now they win the option. Well, we give her $1 million, shut her up. Nah.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, I've been through enough lawsuits to know, like I've, we've been in, what do you call it? Like before court where you try to sit down.
We had negotiations.
Yeah.
Mediation.
There we go. Like we've sat and made mediation before and we were told it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. We're just trying to come up with a number here.
Yeah.
Like we were told that flat out.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, nah, fuck this. Like, nah, like it does matter who's right or wrong. And we'll spend some more money and we'll ultimately get this number down, which is what we did. But like, they were probably, I mean, she was probably offered some sort of settlement, which she turned down. She was trying to go for you think they were offering her nothing the whole time?
Zero.
The Kardashians?
Zero. Kris Jenner.
Not on my watch.
If you owed her $25, she would take you to court for that 25. They're just, when people say, when the line you just said that we're just looking for a number, is because mathematics kick in at that point, and they're like, well, we're asking for 50. 3 months, it's going to cost you $300,000. Just pay the 50. Some people are like, nah, I'm going to spend the $300,000 so you get zero.
Yeah.
And that's where Kardashians is. I will spend $1 million so you get nothing.
Right.
Versus giving you $200,000. Nah, I'd rather spend $3 million for you to get nothing. So it's you got to understand your opponent also.